Utah author Sean O'Leary with an unusual discussion about a book. This is an audiobook that I listened to by an author you may have heard of. His name is Sean O'Leary, and he wrote a book called Dan Tesson. Now, this is not a sales pitch to talk about, go out and buy my book. That's not what this is about. What's actually happening is we're working on an audiobook version of Dan Tesson, and the idea is that there's two reasons to have this conversation. One is it's a very unusual thing to listen to your own book, and it's also an interesting experience to create an audiobook version of your book. And I thought that you might enjoy having a conversation about that. And so that's kind of what prompted this. So the book that we're working on is, if you want to go out and have a book made, bring piles of cash with you, because it's going to cost a lot of money. I don't have piles of cash, so what we're looking at doing is using a service that imitates your voice, learns how to speak like you, and then it reads the book in your voice. And the first time that I heard this, it blew me away, because I could tell that it wasn't me, but it was very close to my voice. I could recognize it as being my voice, and it was kind of eerie feeling. So that was one thing. The other thing is AI is pretty good. It's not perfect though, and one of the things I noticed going through this was, one, it makes a lot of mistakes, and I'm like, is it making a mistake, or is there a mistake in the book that we haven't caught yet? And in a couple of cases, it's a mistake in the book. And so one of the exercises that I'm going to go through is I'm going to sit down and I'm going to listen to the audio version again with a copy of Dan Tesson and a red pen, and I'm going to sit there and I'm going to mark it up as I'm listening to it, things that either the AI voice says wrong, or if there's an error in the text block, there'll be another revision of the book and we'll correct that. It seems like you can never get rid of the bugs in the book, right? You constantly, no matter how many people read it and go through it and correct it and tell you about the mistakes, and you correct those, you still find more. It's amazing how hard it is to get rid of the errors in your writing. That was one of the things that I thought was interesting. The other thing that I found fascinating, and I found this even when I was reading the book, not listening to it, was, so when you read a story, right, you get involved in the story, and there are things that, there'll be jokes in a story, and you laugh at them, or there's an emotional thing, and you might, tear up or whatever. But when you've written the story and you laugh at the joke, or there's an emotional scene and you get choked up by it, I've had that happen every single time that I've gone through the story, gone through the book. And I've asked a couple of other authors, I'm like, is that normal? I mean, it seems like I know the joke.